Hi guys, welcome to the week, another video. Beautiful sunshine, you can hear airplane behind me landing. People on holiday are going to be thrilled to bits. It's much hotter than it usually is for this time of year. For us, and not just us as in immigrants, but locals as well, are all saying it's just been such a strange transition from winter to summer. We never had a spring. We didn't get a nice transition of slow temperature rises. Just went from 1 week 2 layers of jumpers, next week shorts and vests as the dogs are struggling, but we're using a paddling pool to keep them chilled. Anyway, enough waffle. In this week's video we are using our brains, not like us. Geometry, physics, a little bit of chemistry in there as well. So guys, enjoy the video. If you do, hit that thumbs up. Comments always welcome, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.
Right, we've had our delivery. So we've got a big bag of sand, 0 to 2 millimeters. Metric ton. We've got the bricks that I've ordered for attempting to do the stairs, and those long pieces for another job. Right, well, what I've done is I've brought 3 bricks down from the pallet that you've just seen. I'm done a quick markup, and the plan is to remove some more of this stuff down here, so it's a nice flat square base. And I've worked out that each step is going to be 35 centimetres from the very edge to where the next step goes up. So that's going to be a nice wide footing. It's not perfect, but I believe it's going to work. So the rise is going to be 18 centimetres, then plus a tile, but then obviously there'll be tiles down here and the same, so it's going to be 18 centimetre rise, 35 centimetre tread thing, and then going up again. So just on a quick workout, I've done a line here. That's where the next row of these will be going, and then the next one is actually around here, and then following that there's another one just there. And I'm hoping, if I've got my maths and measurements correctly, it's going to work. I did try using online stair calculator, but unfortunately that doesn't allow for the curvature of this vaulted floor. So I'm going to have to just play it by ear and hope for the best. So I took the bottom step out, the rest of it, so it's now below this height, and I cut out the wall bits that I need to take away. I cut out a little bit of wall there so it just sits. I know these 3 bricks here are actually too wide to fit this gap, but that's fine. I'll cut them down. I'm just going to do a small mix of cement to start with, just to get his first layer bedded in. Okay, I've cut the first brick, and unfortunately the grinder disc isn't big enough to cut through, so I had to do it half and then with the chisel and hope for the best and didn't break it. So basically that's that. I'll get his first one done, as I say, get a bottom row set, and then looking to making a bigger mixture for another row, and we'll see. Dover is absolutely fascinated by the spinny round thing. I know, Dover, what's it doing? Right, you don't be drinking that, mate. You've got fresh water over there. Right. Okay, so everything's ready. Got my level, got the tape, got the cementy stuff just wet down where I need to go. Unfortunately, as I said, I'm not going to be able to film it in action, so to speak, because there's no room, unfortunately. So I'll get this first bit down and then show you the end result. I think once I get a bit higher it'll be a little bit better. That's the first bricks in. Doesn't look too bad. The level. The problem with all these terracotta bricks is they're all bowed like bananas and none of them are square. So it does make it a bit more difficult. I've just started building up behind. Just to lose a mixture, and obviously I won't go too crazy. I've got a couple more lumps left and that'll do. And I think I'm going to leave that to go off this afternoon and see how sturdy these bricks are before making a final decision on how I'm going to proceed. And it certainly seemed that the hard pruning on the fig tree has not affected it at all. I think you have to get our hands and knees sniper style to get underneath and to get any figs. It's all leaf. There's lots of little babies, little tiny ones there. And that. These are nowhere near ready still. Do I see any further on that are ready? No, not yet. No, it's all leaf. Gone mad. Absolutely mad with new growth. But now I just do not see any figs that are ready at all. This time last year we was starting to harvest them. This year they're not. Got to be careful as well because the leaves are like velvety underneath and they make you itch. No, definitely none. Oh, amazing, absolutely amazing. We've got olives, little back tiny olives growing, loads of them, just here and here. And the more you look, the more you see. That's incredible. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, that didn't go to plan as was hoping, or I was hoping. Using the lime mortar that I made, and I'm sure if I'd have used Portland cement, it would have the same issues. The slope is just too steep. I can't do it. I don't have the skills to actually form brickwork on such a slope. So the second layer that I did just fell off. It fell over. It was just not working. So I've resorted to gesso. Not ideal, not what I wanted to use, but it works to a point. So that's what we're going with. Lillian spoke to a neighbour who's an ex-builder, he's retired, and he just said, yeah, just use gesso. And I said, we don't want to, and he just went, well, don't use it then, but you won't be able to do it because of the slope. That's why we use gesso on such things, because it goes off quick, and it does go off quick, and it holds. So I've had to give in and go with gesso. So these are the bricks that I did yesterday, and this is 20 minutes later and the solid. These ones here, an hour later, were not solid. So luckily I'd used lime anyway, so I was able to remix it and it go back usable. So that was that yesterday. And this is just gesso now, and it's ready. It is solid. So I'm going up another 2 levels, hopefully. I'm having to, that's how bad the slope is, I'm having to cut that much out of the bricks so they sit. And so that's also my reason. I don't have the skills.
So, gloves at the ready?
Yes, I'll get you a mask as well in a minute.
Yeah, this is lime. This is the sort of thing you get rid of bodies with. It's going in there. Water added to make lime putty, which we will then make more lime paint from.
Yes, and originally that was a rock.
I know.
So
the bag it was in got a little hole in it, got a bit of damp. It's just turned to a powder, so I am going to get a mask. Yeah.
Yes, I'll go and get you one. Yeah. Now you look like a chemist.
It's very warm to be a chemist.
Yes. Right, I'm going to stand back because
I don't know how it's going to pour. I might have to do it by handful by handful. Yeah.
There's still some rocks there then.
Yes. Although they're not very hard rocks.
No. Right, maybe we ought to make a funnel device up.
Yeah. Anyway, it's all in.
In there.
See it.
Okay, so what do we do next?
Add the water. Oh dear. Excuse me, Brad. Water's going to go in. It's going to fizz and make a.
Well, potentially, unless all the fizz has been got rid of. That's why the bag popped.
Which is why it got damp. Yeah. All we can do is put it in and stand back.
Yes, I would move that handle out of the way, just in case it does fizz. It does take time, I believe.
Well, that's water in. It's the beginnings of the reaction. Bubble-tastic, hubble bubble, toil and trouble.
Yes, I would stand back now.
Just
The touch paper.
I have.
Yes. Well, while we're waiting, there's some very, very, very strange noises coming from it, isn't there?
I know. It doesn't react like this, the other lime that we've used. We've not used this type of lime before.
No.
The other one is just like, it's like mixing a Yato really. There's not really much of a reaction. It just sinks to the bottom.
Yeah.
Not this.
Can you hear it?
It's definitely had a bubble.
Right, I'm redoing this video. The one that I took earlier on had corrupted for some reason as I was putting them onto the computer. The file's there, but the computer says, no, I can't read it. Where the other ones that I took before it are fine. And then, it happens. Anyway, so this is as far as I've got. I couldn't go any higher because I couldn't reach anyway. I wanted to get these backfilled today, but the temperature is just crazy, crazy, crazy temperature. It's currently 34 in the shade. Not a good idea to be mixing cementous products. What have gone wrong? Oh yeah, because I'm special, I had a tape measure malfunction. Well, it was actually my eye, my brain, and the tape measure had a disagreement with each other. For some reason I'd measured this one at 39 and that one at 38 when it should have actually been 30. So I told Lynn about it when she came home from work and she went, yeah, I can believe that. So, hey, right, that's the update on the stairs, and I shall, as I say, get these backfilled with limecrete tomorrow. I don't think they've gone off enough for me to be working, doing another row or two tomorrow, so easy day for me. So it's been about 2 hours later.
Yes, you can see it's kind of grown. Ooh,
Is it still warm?
really hot.
Is it? Okay, right, we'll leave that for a bit longer then. We don't want no pressure to build up because that lid won't release pressure.
No. But you can see it's actually sort of grown.
Oh, it has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The water's gone down to there. The water was up here. Can you see the mark?
Okay.
And this has kind of grown. Might have to put a bit more water in it.
Well, no, as long as it's covered, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So. Okay, that other one didn't get hot like that, did it?
No. No, this is a new thing. As I said, this is completely new for us doing it this way.
Right, Tio.
So, I had an interesting afternoon. Sat out here in the sunshine, waiting for somebody to come by. So what happened was, the dogs were going mad over at our fence over there. Now there's an empty house over there that's actually a repossession. It's on with an estate agent, up for sale. And the doors have been boarded up at the front because they had a squatter. They got rid of the squatter, boarded it all up. It's up for sale. Could hear these noises. It sounded like an angle grinder going at rejas, the burglar bars. Thought, okay, this is strange. So I rang the estate agent who it's up for sale with and said, are your guys in there? And she said, no. I said, well, somebody is. And the noises proceeded in there you could hear metalwork being cut up and bashed around and really weird noises. So I rang the police. Don't know what the address is for that house other than it's next door to ours. I know what the address is further up the hill. They've all got numbers on, I know what they all are. Don't know what that one is, so I had to describe what it was. So sat out here in the sunshine waiting for the police to come along, expecting Nino in 15 minutes. Hour and a half it took. I was waiting for them to come by and we go, that house there, they're in there. In that hour and a half, the burglars got back in their vehicle, left, went off into town, came back, obviously got some more stuff because about 12 minutes later, because I was watching my clock to see all the timings on this, nosy neighbour and all that jazz, off they went again. And it was about 10 minutes after that the police finally came, explained to them what's what. Off they went searching for this guy. I had to go off and run some errands, so I went out to do that. And some more police came and said to Chris, where's the burglary then? And he said, your police compatriots have just been here. Have they? Where from? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, this is well weird. How come there are two of us out here? And of course, Chris doesn't speak very good Spanish, so these guys going off, he was like, I don't really know what's going on. Anyway, off they went to search for the whoever. And about 2 hours later, just now, I've had a phone call from Barcelona from somebody wanting to know what the exact address is for that property. And I had to say, I don't know. I don't own that property. I know my address. I know my neighbour's address because I've taken parcels from delivery people for them. And our friends up the way, I know their address. I don't know the address of that house. I think it's this. No, that address doesn't exist. We can't manage this job, we can't close the job if we don't know what the address is. You'll have to tell us what the reference is on the register of land. So I don't know. It's not my property. I know everything about this property. I know nothing about that property except that it's been burgled this afternoon. It took your guys an hour and a half to get here. Oh, well, goodbye then. Okay, goodbye. So, the property has been burgled in some way, shape or form. Don't think the police actually went in. The estate agents say they are sending their maintenance people to come and reseal it up and watch this space. It's all very exciting. So I got very burnt out here in the sunshine waiting to wave policemen around. Excuse the slight breeze, I'm sure the camera will pick it up. But that's so sun rises. That's the quarry. This is 9 o'clock at night. And I hope to goodness this picks up the colours, because that is a beautiful sunset. Wow. Got no other words, just wow.